This episode of Speakers of Eidolon is made possible by our generous patrons like Mommy B, Eric Herring, Casey Schaefer, Alex Baus, and Omejicat Comet. Support the show and become a patron today at patreon.com/speakersxiv. This is Speakers of Eidolon. Good evening, Eorzeans. Welcome to Speakers of Eidolon, episode 36. I'm Lukile Bravestone, and I'm joined... No, it's episode 37. Episode 37. I'm Lukile Bravestone. I'm joined by Orange Caramel and Maela Vanadar. Woo! Oh, sorry, I clipped the microphone. I keep doing that. My microphone is dying. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the ongoing 12-hour stream that is currently going on. And we're going to talk about the Yoshi P Italian. There's an Italian interview that's happened. Is that how you say that? It's the interview happened. Well, or whatever. The gear contest for ranged magic DPS and healers, and we're going to talk about what we can expect from patch 3.56 and 3.57. And in the great discussion today, we're going to talk about how we will prepare for Stormblood. So it's not actually a proper discussion, is it? Yeah, so let's talk about the stream. If you've been watching from the beginning, you know that we've already been doing... we've started our 12-hour stream. And what floor are we on, Orange? On Palace of the Dead?
30.
30! Nice! Progress. And the goal... Our goal was to reach floor 200, but I doubt that's happening. But yeah, it is actually going surprisingly well. We haven't wiped yet. We're only on floor 30.
Well,
So
come on, those floors are...
I'm trying to be positive.
tutorial.
I'm trying to be positive. Okay, so if you want to keep watching that, that's going to happen right after this podcast, so stay tuned for that. Still have to make sure that everyone watching on YouTube, you have to switch streams after this podcast because YouTube is amazing. Okay, Naoki Yoshida was recently featured in an interview with the Italian magazine MMORPGItalia. During the interview, a few notable details were revealed about the future of Final Fantasy XIV. I just saw someone in chat say go to 100 twice. Same thing. Okay, anyway, they talked with Yoshi P, and during that interview, this weird detail was revealed. Caravan security duty from 1.0 has been ported to Fates and won't be coming back as standalone content for now.
Finally. Whatever caravan security duty is.
Well, that's the thing. It's not coming to the game because it's already in the game. It's been ported to a Fate. It's where you have to where you have to what's it called? Escort. It's like an escort mission.
Oh right.
So that was a weird I don't know if that was like a question or if just Yoshi was like, yeah. By the way,
Why would you ask about it?
I am so tired of people asking about the caravan security duty. Yeah, so that's in the Fates now, so chill. No Ishgard. No Ishgard housing area is coming in the near future. Now we talked about this in a few episodes back because we didn't actually think that we would ever get an Ishgard housing district because it doesn't fit. Like, where would that housing district be?
The Broom.
The Broom, yeah. There's not exactly a lot of space in Ishgard, and it would have to be like in Curtis somewhere, and yeah, that wouldn't.
But
really...
you can see the appeal for it. Nice snowy housing area.
Totally. But yeah, I mean that would.
But now that they announced the Doma housing,
it's in Kugane anyway. No, Shirogane.
Ah,
and is that in Doma or is that in Kugane? On the island of Kugane. Let's just
I just know that
Japanese name.
I don't know.
Doma
is it in Othard?
It's in Othard for sure.
Is it?
Isn't it?
Well, it could be on Hingashi.
I'm not really sure how that works. I don't mean I don't know anything about the placements of the new areas. To me, it's just like Doma. Everything is
Yeah.
Doma. It's in Doma. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, now that we have, well, they are adding that housing area. I pretty much don't care about anything else.
You just want the housing area now. That was it.
No, I mean,
Oh, you don't care about
other
Ishgard.
housing areas.
Oh yeah.
Now that we have that kind of architecture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What should be destroyed by loads of Mool houses?
And all the Paisa houses.
No.
So yeah, we were also talking about the actually we should actually talk a little bit about that, but we know now that we're never going to get housing, obviously, or most likely in Alamigo.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember when we discussed whether we would get housing in Ishgard or not, the other alternative was Alamigo, and we couldn't see it fit anywhere.
There was a bit of controversy with Alamigo recently.
Yeah.
Because of one question.
And I think it's like that. The answer to that question is a bit. It's easy.
Translated?
Yeah, I think it's like something is lost in translation there, because
I hope so.
Yeah, because they said that basically the background for this is that Yoshi P answered a question about how we would reach Doma, and because we would liberate Alamigo, and how that would tie into a Doma, and he said that basically that Alamigo is not that easily accessible.
Mm-hmm.
Something along the lines of that, and we interpreted that as
we understood his words.
Mm-hmm. So we thought that meant that we were not going to get into Alamigo.
We went full negative when.
Yeah, we went a little bit negative there. I think in hindsight that was just overreaction, because they have already stated that 50% is going to be Alamigo.
The first information we got about Stormblood was about liberating Alamigo.
Mm-hmm.
And now
first two manifests were that, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was surprising. So, and it doesn't make any sense that they are finishing Heavensward with all that Alamigo story, like with Ilbert and the refugees, and it wouldn't make any sense if we didn't go to Alamigo.
That would be.
The story hasn't even mentioned Doma at all yet, so
no. Only like Yagiri, she just sort of appeared out of nowhere in the last part of the main story. So yeah, it would be. Yeah, she did. She's like, you can have my sword or whatever she said.
Oh god, yeah, I can't remember at all.
She said that the people of Doma will assist or whatever. So how? But let's just for fun, just a little bit off topic. Worst case scenario. What if they troll us so bad that Alamigo is literally just a trial? The trial that we get in 3.57, and that's it. The rest is Doma.
So well, that's upsetting, because if 50% of the expansion is that trial, what's going on?
We're in for a very small expansion. No, that's not going to happen.
So like they did with Selfathul, but with a trial?
Yeah.
There have been a lot of deserty looking areas in the in-game footage. They've shown in-game footage of Rolga's Reach. It has to have.
Yeah,
but it's an area near Alamigo. It's not Alamigo itself.
Yeah, Girabanya is the whole region. I'm sure there's going to be content there. There has to be open world there.
We've yet to see any footage of actual Alamigo in-game.
That's true.
That's
There's nothing of the city proper.
Alamigo is the new Palace of the Dead.
Floor after floor of Corleone forces.
If Alamigo is something related to Palace of the Dead, I'll stop playing for sure.
Alamigo is the new deep dungeon. Alamigo is the new deep dungeon. Confirmed. Final steps of Alamigo.
That will trigger me a lot.
Final steps of Alamigo. This is great. What a great! I can't wait to see what that trial is. If it's called like something like this, I'm gonna die.
But no jokes. Yoshi P talked about a new steps of fate, kind of fate, coming in the next batch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, he said he kind of was like, it could be, it couldn't be.
We're going to talk about that in a bit.
Could it be Nidhogg again?
I hope so.
Jesus Christ. Okay, moving on. So we're not getting any housing area in Ishgard ever, it seems. He did say not coming in the near future, but I kind of interpret that as a definite no. Okay. Reason for 2 DPS. To bring caster DPS to 3, like tanks and healers, and to add another strength job. Now this makes sense, because if you look at gear distribution right now, it makes sense to add 3 to have 3 of each attribute sharing gear. So now we will have, with samurai, we will have strength, like that's dragoon, monk, and samurai, and then there's intelligence for black mage, summoner, and
but again, the problem with this is that most played role is DPS. And if they aren't providing new roles, well, we have talked about this already.
Yeah.
But that's about it. If they are adding the most popular role, more classes to it, we'll still have the same problem.
You know, I think
DPS will stick as DPS, and they'll try the new ones. I think tanks and healers will probably try them out for a bit, and they'll either stick or they'll just go back to tanks and healing. I think after a month, it's just going to go back to normal.
But will tanks and healers be happy?
Well, if they're making enough significant changes and they make it really fun to play, then yeah.
All the classes, to be honest.
You know, because if I'm looking at myself, I didn't change when the new classes came out. I stuck to white mage, and I still do white mage. I do the other ones casually, but I still prefer doing white mage. So again, I'm not that concerned about the balance shifting here. I was very concerned to begin with, because I was primarily expecting a new healer and tank class, but then we got 2 DPS, and I was like, oh my god, the duty finder is going to explode. And I think maybe it will explode for the first couple of days, but I think it'll calm down, and then it will be back to normal. And right now we have a lot of at least on our server. There's no shortage of healers, at least on our server.
The reason I didn't change in 3.0 was because Astrologian wasn't as balanced as it is right now. That was the second class that I leveled up to 60.
Right.
And comparing it to White Mage and Scholar back when it came out, Astrologian was nearly above. Well, some of them. So that's the reason I didn't change, because I liked the idea of the class, and it was fun to play, and it's still fun to play, of course.
But you wanted to play a healer, which still keeps you inside the loop of healer or tank. You wouldn't go DPS.
But to be honest, I don't know what's my main role right now. I'm a bit torn, because I enjoy tanking, but again, I've played too much. And it's like, I prefer to play healer because it's, you can agree with me that it's much different. And so I don't know what I'm going to level up for Stormblood. I still have 3 months to think about it, but yeah, we'll talk about that later. But I still fear that we might have problems with the launch of Stormblood because of the classes.
I probably won't have any problems, because I'm going to level my healer, so I'll probably...
But not everyone is like you.
I know, but
most of them will be, but not all of them.
Yeah, but they will have their struggle.
And Qs right now aren't very...
Qs aren't bad now. I mean, even as a DPS, you don't have to wait too long for a duty to pop. If it's a popular duty, I mean, if you're waiting for a difficult duty or a duty that's not popular, of course you have to wait. I don't see this as a problem. We'll see when it launches. It's not a big deal yet. And I know that I will not change until I've at least leveled my white mage to 70. Then I might try. I want to try out the red mage.
I mean, if you go tank orange, then we'll just queue as an FC anyway, and we won't have to worry about the queues.
Nope, true. Okay, anyway, another Eorzea Encyclopaedia may be coming once the world is expanded more. So the current one we have is Volume 1. We already knew this, though. Koji Fox said that if this one turned out to be popular, they would make another one.
Not this soon, though. I mean, hopefully, like in a year or so.
Yeah, it does sound a bit too soon.
But is it going to have what we already have now? Is it going to be like?
No, it's going to be Volume 2.
Yeah, it'll have to be a second one.
Yeah.
Or a different one. Oh.
Containing like Doma and all that stuff. Like,
I still haven't bought the first one just because of the price. Not the actual price of the item, but the shipping fees.
Yeah,
we talked about this again, but you know that in some cases the shipping fees are worth more than the item you're buying for some countries.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's when I looked at, I can't remember quite what I looked. Yeah, I think I looked at the the mystery box just for fun. I wanted to check like with the shipping. They have added the third option. No, actually, it was for the Stormblood expansion. I ordered it, and you can order it because normally if you're in the EU area, especially in north of Europe, you get locked into like one option, and that's DHL, 7-day delivery. And it's I think it's like 42 euros for shipping no matter what. And they added a new option which is like no tracking. And
that sounds safe.
Yeah, very safe. And guess what I did? I ordered it without tracking.
Oh, wow, did you really do that?
Yes. So I don't know. I'm a little bit worried because it has like
you're not playing Stormblood this year.
It doesn't even say it doesn't say Royal Mail. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't
Norway, but if you don't get the product, you can't complain about the shipping.
I've already waived my right to for a refund because I've already entered the code. So I've already redeemed my code for the pre-order items, I think. So I can't.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so I'm fucked if it doesn't show up. Just have to pray. Thankfully, I can access the game, like, they give you the code digitally, so you can play it.
Yeah, they did that with Heaven's Roar, right?
Yeah. Okay. So a new encyclopedia is coming, most likely about Doma and all that shit down there. Yeah. Transferring characters from one account to another won't be coming in the near future. They are afraid of RMT abuse of that feature. I don't know how, like... That's not something I've ever thought about needing. Like, in what situation would you need that, though? To transfer to another account? Without, like, breaking the terms, like, with
maybe
not doing shady business.
Let's say you made a new account and then you were like, oh, I had a 1.0 character on a different account. I want the tattoo because I'm special.
But
I'll transfer it across and then level that one up.
But that doesn't... I think it's, like, account bound, that tattoo. You have to have a legacy account, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. No, I think like the only way I can see that being used is for RMT purposes. If you want to sell your character or something like that.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But they are scared about real money trading. But the game itself is full of bots selling gear. But we've forgotten about this, but because we no longer stay on Linsa, we stay on Eorzea. But every time you go to one of the state cities, you always see one of them spamming.
Yeah, but that's...
So what we did to prevent this happening didn't work.
No. Well, I mean, we will have RMT like forever. It's there's no way around it. It seems
there are different levels of what did I say RNG of
that's true too.
These bots. So,
but the main focus here is transferring character from one account to another, and that's not going to happen. You won't be able to do that. Sorry, RMT, and you can't sell your character. Gathering activities underwater is coming with Stormblood.
He already said that at the FanFest.
Yeah. So that was just a repeat of something they've already stated.
Can you craft underwater?
No.
I hope so.
Why not?
Because it says...
Maybe they can have recipes where you can only craft it underwater.
Yeah, that would be nice.
What if they add underwater crafting?
Didn't they have that in 1.0 or was that in 11 where you could only craft like under certain days or like star patterns or something.
Yeah, that sounds like 11. I didn't do much crafting in 11, so if anyone played 11 here and did crafting, let us know. Don't put that in this game, please. No. We don't need that. It's bad enough with the fishing weather.
11, but do you hate it?
No, I don't hate it. It's just like I don't want 11 in my 14. Okay, I don't want 11 in my 14.
I get one to play.
You're not allowed to play that game, because you're not gonna like it. Okay, so this is a big one. They are still discussing if removing classes completely. So they have already expressed that they are really unhappy with the class system, which is a remnant from 1.0. And they're looking into removing it. Now, the only problem I can see here is possibly... No, actually, I can't see any problem with removing it. All they need to do is rename it and change the icon. And there you go. You have a job.
Depends if they have to remove the class quests, or would they just rename it? I mean, you'd go to the Thaumaturge's Guild for 30 levels, even though you were a black mage.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd have to go and find the black mage people.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
And if it made them having to remake all the quests, you would lose something.
Yeah.
Which is a bit sad.
Mm-hmm.
It would be cool if you could be a black mage or whatever job you want to play from the start, like from level 1. Because I've seen a lot of players confused about that. The last one wanted to be a paladin, but he also wanted to be a lancer, like not a dragoon.
Yeah.
So they think like classes and jobs are different. Like they are different classes, and not like you get to from one to another. So it's very confusing for new players. I was confused about that when I started playing in 2.0.
Yeah, it is.
And I had to Google that and how to be a dragoon.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of the barriers with the new player to get into the game. One of the few existing ones.
Yeah, and it is so pointless too. It's like, why didn't you just have like one system? Like, but we all know that's because of 1.0. But still, the problem I'm seeing though, and also pointed out in chat, is Summoner and Scholar is going to be different, because
that's true.
They are two separate jobs but the same class. So they would have to restructure that completely. So that's probably what's holding them back, to be honest. That's probably why they haven't done anything yet, because that sounds like a lot of job. Well, a lot of work.
A lot of job. Does sound like a lot of job.
It sounds like a lot of job. Oh my god.
I think some classes have more cross-class skill options than the jobs themselves. Like, I'm pretty sure Thaumaturge can use blood for blood, but obviously Black Mage can't.
Yeah, there's that whole thing, the cross-class system.
A bit weird.
But that's going to be removed in Stormblood for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They are going to have the thing they said for tanks, like I'm guessing provoke, and which was the other one? A lot of shared skills that they have.
Yeah, like for example, Rampart and Foresight.
Because the cross-class system is useless when you have all the classes to level 60, because you're obviously going to use all of them, all of the possible ones for your class. So there is no personalization or like customization for your character. It will be always the same character with the same skills as the other one.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be really cool though, if you did have to make a choice and you could make different builds using your cross?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of what I think this game needs. Some sort of skill trees or
I remember
talent trees, something like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I remember when I started playing that, I was like, oh, this game is so cool. It allows me to get other skills from other classes, but turned out to be what you have to do. Like if you are a white mage, you will need a swift cast. So yeah, I think that is one of the shared skills that in Stormblood for white mage and all the healers.
Yeah. So they're still discussing it though. So they're not obviously not removing it for Stormblood, but it might be removed maybe during 4.0s. No, probably not. Probably 5.0.
That would be confusing, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
that would have fucked everything up. Yeah. Still no
We'll
word
have
on.
to-
Yeah. What?
We'll have to make the bars again, like place the skills in the bars
Yeah.
again for all the classes. That's going to bother me a lot.
Yep, that's good. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's true. They're gonna remove stuff, and they're gonna.
Once you get into Stormblood for the first time, your bar is going to look like a total mess.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh well. Yeah. Let's move on from that. That's the interview. That was a very short interview. There's not much else coming out of that interview. I said interview way too many times in that sentence.
Interview.
Let's say interview one more time. Interview. Speculation time. We're going to talk about what we can expect from patch 3.56 and 5.7. So 3.56 is the main scenario thing. So it's a bit difficult to predict that one. What we know is that we've talked about this also previously because we're a bit concerned about this. That Yoshi P said that they wanted shorter cutscenes. They felt like the 2.55 cutscenes were too short. No, sorry, too long.
Too long. I'm against this firmly.
Yeah, me too. And he said that they got a lot of complaints. Like, who complained about that? It's the end of the expansion.
It will be Japanese people, because at least all of the people that I know of. I mean, I know you. I know a lot of European and American players, and not a single one of them has complained about large or long cutscenes.
Yeah.
So there must be Japanese players.
Either that, or it's like something they've made up, so they don't have to make them longer.
They must have been. I mean, just skip it if you don't want to watch it, and if you do want to watch it, you'll love it.
Yeah, exactly. Like those that didn't want to watch it, they skipped it. I know people that skipped it, but
Orange.
Look at me. We're watching the 2.55 cutscene the other day.
Yeah, right.
You didn't remember even how awesome that was.
True. Yeah.
It was very awesome. The spoilers time, but I guess it's safe to the moment that Rauban gets his arm cut off. Yeah. So that was epic.
Really cool.
I'm expecting something as cool as that scene in 3.5.
Yeah.
Nidhogg comes back with Papaluma's face.
Enough about fucking Nidhogg. I am so done with that fucking dragon. We're done with that.
Race Eldar turns black.
Well, he though, just to specify, he did say that it might be more cut up. Like it's like more like he said
dividing into more cutscenes.
Yeah, because in 2.55 the cutscenes played in sequence, so you were like there were several cutscenes, but there was nothing in between, so you just had like the cutscenes going forever. But maybe that's what he's trying to signal.
But what's the point of doing that?
I don't know. It's actually one of those things that I don't understand, and because it's I don't know.
It was so good though. You watched this really long cutscene. It ended the expansion. Then you got the credits as well. It felt like a complete wrap up, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
And then they have to continue that.
Yeah. True.
I remember
it would
when you told me that you got some popcorn and you sat with Lonigan in the sofa and started watching the final cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was like an event.
What?
It was like an event watching that.
Yeah.
It
was like something exciting. And if they remove that and just make a shorter cutscene, it will kill that. Expectation. So I'm really hoping for a really epic cutscene in the 3.56,
and it's most likely going to be about the how we're getting into, like, actually now that we've heard the recent stuff from Yoshi P, I'm starting to wonder what exactly is going to go down now. Because I always thought that it was going to be like the beginning of the liberation of Alamigo, but now it might not be. I'm not entirely sure what to expect from the main story. Maybe that's a good thing, actually. It will actually take me a little bit by surprise.
I also want to
Maybe.
say to everyone that Luki in our house covered Papalimu's face with a fucking curtain because he is pretty sure that he's dead.
Dude, okay, I need to address something about our house. I put originally I put like a plant, like a large plant there. Someone moved it. And so I got really pissed. I started placing a lot of stuff. I've placed random stuff in front of his face, but someone has been moving it around. I don't know who, but whoever in the free company is doing that, I will fucking slay you. Okay. Let's go on to patch 3.57. Now, leading into what I just said, we don't really know what's happening. Maela, did you have any predictions for 3.56? Do you know?
I was just gonna say, we'll probably find out that Ida is a princess of Alamigo, of the royalty.
Yeah, we still.
She'll be the lady in red. She'll probably get a new outfit. I bet Tataru will make it.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go on a quest and we'll have to get loads of ingredients for her in, I don't know, Eorzea Chemical Research Facility, maybe. $150 each, and we'll have to get 70. I don't know.
And they already said that we will meet the characters shown like in the Stormblood trailer, one of the samurai one.
Yeah.
And we got some footage of 3.56 with in the 3.5 trailer with Nero, and because they say that it will be from 3.5 and 3.56, which was part 2 back then. So
it's very confusing. Yeah.
I do like Nero.
We still have to see Nero and Omega Weapon, and I don't know what's going to happen. We didn't know anything yet.
Yeah. Now let's move on to 3.57. What is 3.57 going to be? It's going to be like a trial, as Yoshi P alluded to. Was it Yoshi P or was it just is it a rumor? I can't.
It was Yoshi P. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Yoshi P himself.
Yeah. So it would make sense to think that it is some sort of assault on Alamigo or some part of the liberation thing trial.
Yeah, or maybe they changed like the last boss of Dunscape or something. I jest. It's going to be a trial. It's going to be Steps of Faith 3.0.
Yeah, this has to be a trial because it's probably going to be something like that.
I'm still a bit pissed because of the fact that we got 3 trials in 2.5, and we only we've only got 1, which was Servant.
Yeah, we will. The number will end at 2 then for Heavensward.
Yeah, I'm fine with 2, but
maybe we're getting the final
it's gonna be
turn for Alex 3.57.
Another one for Alex
on odd ones.
Well,
yeah, 1, 3, and no, it's 2 and 4, wasn't it? Oh, so we can't get another. We should have got one in 3.56 then.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And then 7 will be the next turn of Dunscaith Mark cycle.
What are we even talking about? Okay. Let's talk about that's the end of the main content. Nice. Now we're going to talk about the great discussion. We're not going to talk about the great discussion. We're going to talk about what to do in the next. Well, it's not 100 days now. The next days before Stormblood launches. What do you need to have done before Stormblood is released? Orange?
Well, I am working on my relic right now.
Mm-hmm.
I went from the 230 step to the 261. One of the last ones, really fast. I grinded a lot these days, so I want to finish it before. Here in 1 week, I'm going to farm a lot of A1S, which is I think the fastest way to do the light farm. So that, and like I said the other day, I still haven't done. Even if I got all the crashes to 60. I still haven't done the crafting quests on the gathering ones. So I'm going to do that as well. That's for sure, and maybe work on some gear for other classes.
Right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something really boring because I still don't have the Moogle beast tribes. I mean, I feel like I have to have all the beast tribes at a full this time because I didn't do that for Heaven's Word.
You're going to have a good time.
I'm gonna have a very, very good time. So I'm gonna do that, and it's that's gonna be fun. Just a question: why are you completing the relic, Orange? Please let us know why you would do that.
Well, the first of all is because if I started it, I have to complete it. I mean, I've done all this shit on all the fate farming shit. The other one, I don't know which step is the identify the or that I hated that step. So I feel like I have to finish the relic. Like, if I don't do it, it will be in vain.
Yeah.
So that's the main the main thought.
And also the advantage of doing the relic and completing the relic is that you most likely get an advantage when the new relic is introduced in.
Oh yeah, that's what I forgot.
Yeah. So and we're getting a brand new relic system with like relic armor and stuff. I've already forgotten about that, but I just remembered it when I said this.
We're going to get a lot of things for Stormblood.
Yeah. So if we get an advantage there, that's yay, good. But there's like, because I think a lot of people are thinking like, "Oh, you're getting a relic, you can just do the diadem." But no, that's just what I have to say. No.
Talking about diadem, I got the emergency mission the other day, and I was very pissed off.
Let's not go into the salt mines.
No. I want to share it with other people.
Okay.
Because I did the diadem the other day. It was after midnight. The emergency mission spawned. So I got very happy. I was like, yay, finally, after more than 10 runs. So I went there. And surprisingly, we did okay. We cleared all the initial bosses and the ads. And when we were fighting the final boss, the lion in the middle of the arena, we got kicked because we weren't enough people.
Right.
And that
time ran out. So basically, you have like a fixed 15 minutes time to kill the boss.
Yeah. And once. Yeah. So people were already saying that we wouldn't have time for it, but I didn't believe them because I am very positive. But
okay.
What are you guys laughing about?
No, I don't know. It's
well,
that's just the biggest lie ever told, I think.
Really sad, and
you got
and sad. didn't do that again. I'm still pissed.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I'm not going to get my diadem weapon.
Right.
So I'll be fine with my relic.
Okay.
With my parry relic.
Yeah, because that's the best part. Because Orange put parry in his tank relic. So
it's the best style. It's only people don't know about it. They just haven't tested it much yet.
One day, Orange is going to parry like a crit that would have killed him. And save the whole raid.
Yeah, one day. And that's going to be a glorious day. Can't wait. What else do you need to do to prepare for Stormblood, though? A guild. Getting your guild...
Why would you want guild for Stormblood?
Well, Weeb House.
What did you say?
Weeb House. Oh, I mean, sorry, houses in...
House.
Sorry.
You're being...
Although I just said it without, like, no irony or anything. I meant, like, it's the... What's it called? The Kigane housing district?
Hirugane.
Yeah, Hirugane housing stuff.
But again, you know that it's not about the money, but the
availability.
Being fast, they are at it.
Why not just wait until they put housing in loot bags? Seeing as everything else of values in loot bags now.
Yeah, you can like housing can drop from the new deep dungeon Alamigo.
Oh, congratulations! You just won a house.
Alamigo floor 250. You can get a random drop, a housing drop.
Oh god, yeah. If it goes to 250, you're like 500.
But I guess the only reason I can find of farming Jill before the expansion is for glamour, because it's always really expensive. Remember what happened to the Thabranian outfit when 3.0 was released? It was really expensive. It was hella expensive.
Yeah.
Now it's cheap as fuck. I even passed off the rolls when we got that loot in Aquapolis.
Yeah, it drops really rough. It's not a rare drop anymore.
So what are you guys going to do?
Well, except for the beast tribes. Well, of course, there is always the dream of clearing Savage, because we still haven't cleared Savage.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
We haven't been at one turn.
Odds on Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Want to join our terrible free company?
Maela's been like doing this like ever since we started the stream, desperately trying to plug the free company. Yeah, again, if you're on Ragnarok and if you're without a free company and you want to join some really bad raid people, then Seekers of Eidolon is our name on there. You can contact me.
Even if you're in a free company, leave it and join us.
We're kind of desperate. Okay.
We really need people.
That's like the only content that I haven't done yet. I think. Oh yeah, I never really cleared Servant Extreme either, did I?
Well, we have to complete that.
I forgot about that trial.
We can do so, and it's easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
We just need that bard.
Someone is always failing the ice fire mechanics.
Oh yeah.
Well, people die before, and that ruins it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if they have weakness, they ruin it.
That thing is for sure going to be cleared before Stormblood.
Yeah, of course.
When Echo comes out.
Oh yeah, we have to clear Lords of Verminion too.
What?
Of course.
Let's do a Lords of Verminion tournament.
We have to do that in the 12-hour stream. Just plugging that again, reminding everyone that's happening. So what? Basically, just top off on like everything. Tomestones, cap your tomestones. Make sure that those are capped before, because you will be able to trade them in for the new tomestone. Remember, you can there's going to be a new tomestone being introduced. So of course you want your tomestones to be
because poetics are existing.
Poetics are the most important ones because they're never going away.
Poetics are a realm reborn.
Yeah, and it wouldn't matter if you cap poetics.
Yeah, you're not saying poetics. I said tomestones. Don't cap poetics. You don't have to cap poetics, everyone. Leave the poetics alone. I was thinking about the current content. Orange is still buying gear from poetics, guys. So sorry about that.
You can buy
that explains the tanking.
That explains. That explains the tanking. That explains why you're so squishy, Orange.
Well, you can buy a lot of things with poetics.
Yeah, you can buy a lot of things, but it's not okay. Whatever. Don't cap your poetics. Cap everything else.
I will. Don't worry.
In before poetics becomes
My
like a
poetics
massive.
already capped.
My poetics have been capped since 2.5.
I'm capped on every tomestone already.
Yeah, I think I am too, except for esoterics because I keep.
Let's try and get esoterics to 2,000 Joy Stormblood somehow.
That would be pretty sweet. Yeah. Is there anything else that we need to do? Chocobo racing?
Get pedigree 9 chocobo.
Yeah, because we're probably gonna get some chocobo racing in Stormblood, right?
I'm really close to getting the best one. So far, I think I have 3 stats maxed already.
God, are we talking about chocobo racing? Let's move on.
You were the one who brought it to the conversation.
The new classes will start at 50, so poetics would actually be useful.
Would it?
Unless you just HQ craft gear.
Yeah, and don't you think the main story is going to give you gear like they did with Heavensward? I feel like that's what they did.
Oh yeah, maybe.
They have to.
Oh wait, the main story should continue from level 60.
The class quest, wouldn't it? They get your artifact.
He said if you are going to level up one of the new classes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So by that we assume that you already have a class at 60. Okay. Is that it? Is that it? I think that's it. We were supposed to ask for questions today. I entirely forgot about it. So if you have any questions, if you're watching this recording on YouTube, please comment with a question and we will answer it in the next episode. We should have had questions today, which is why we're going to end the stream a little bit earlier than normal. But we also have a 12-hour stream that is currently going on. So if you're if you want to watch us climb the floors of Palace of the Dead, you might as well stick around. If you're on Twitch, there's nothing you have to do, but if you're on YouTube, you will have to follow a new link that I will provide in chat as soon as the stream ends. Now, before we end today's stream, we have to, of course, read from the forums. And just a warning, this is pretty good. So here we go. This is a follow-up post to the one about the female monsters that we read a few weeks ago. I also want to remind you that this one starts with a message about the OP, which coincidentally is the person posting this. So that's how it goes. Okay. What the OP is trying to say. Oh god, okay, hold on. I need to make sure everything is set here. Okay. What the OP is trying to say is that there should be more monsters in the game instead of the same ones. Even the quest monsters are the same as the regular monsters. Shit, if you just make the different color palette for them, like gradations of dark green would work. And I would think that he means is that we should make different character plate for a female monster, like a flying eye, except a girl version called whatever, Lady Jackie Eye, for a feminine monster in Hawk Manor with the other flying eyes, or the same time type with lipstick. You have defeated Betsy Eyes. Level up. You receive a pair of pink slippers. It continues. I mean ideas for Squaresoft Enix to see here of female monsters for the game. Let me try. For a female adamantine, Christine, Nikita Nubs, Cursis of Shell People, Cigarella, Marlboro of the Swamps. Yeah. Any other real suggestions would be appreciated. Thank you, Miles SB. This is in response to him. I am doing this without leaping, hot dang, hot girl, messy jelly, Moonraver Bunny, Angie, Kimber Eyes. You find a pizza treasure of death. It continues. This is someone, God save them. Someone replied to his post and he responds. Exactly what I want this game to have. Not just a crossover, but a family. The monster relatives, their lives, their jobs, their wife, husband, kids, uncles, etc. I want to find their furniture. I don't care. Square Enix is part Disney, right? It shouldn't be that hard to have flying furniture. Shiva's angry husband. The relationships. Remember to tune in to our 12-hour stream that continues in a few minutes. Thank you for watching. Until next time, speakers. Thank you for watching this episode of Speakers of Eidolon. Please remember to like this video if you did and subscribe if you want more of this. We're on Twitter at twitter.com/speakersxiv and Facebook at facebook.com/speakersxiv. Consider donating to our Patreon at patreon.com/speakersxiv, and if you want to watch our shows live, the episodes run every Saturday at 8 p.m. GMT and 4 p.m. PST. Thanks.